Now new at 5:30, with a local delegate alarmed that people with mental health issues cannot get prompt treatment and often end up behind bars.
We've been talking a lot about this issue this week after State Senator Creed Deeds' son stabbed him and then took his own life. You'll remember that Gus Deeds had been taken in for treatment but was told there was not a bed for him. That is still up for debate, but bed space is an issue, and the delegate we talked to says a solution will not be found in a jail cell. 10 on your side's Ava Hurdle is in our newsroom with more on that story. Ava?
Stephanie, Delegate Rick Morris sat down with state mental health service providers this afternoon in Suffolk. He says he's formulating a plan to provide better treatment. Delegate Rick Morris meets with mental health experts in Suffolk to try and come up with resources and funding for treating those with psychiatric emergencies.
Today, my goal is to try to get the folks together to see if we can put together a plan for a drop-off center so I can request funding for it, for a pilot project.
He admits he came up with the idea last spring after a forum with police and others about a growing issue that has now affected a state senator.
I don't think this is limited to Senator Creed Deeds or his family. I think there's families all across Virginia that have this problem, which is why we started this conversation in the first place. There is a direct need to have some emergency services available, and right now it's very, very difficult to get those needs met.
Delegate Morris contends with no resources available, police are faced with having to put people with mental health issues in jail. Lieutenant Lee Cherry, spokesman for the Portsmouth Sheriff's Office, says it's sad but true.
And quite often, they may not have the badge, but more often than not, the individuals we're dealing with don't have insurance. It gets even worse in a case of a person without means. Exactly. And that homeless or that veteran or whatever that finds himself on the street.
Delegate Morris says he's gathering information on resources currently available to determine what's needed and how much it will cost to make changes. And he told us he plans to ask the General Assembly to consider funding this pilot project at its upcoming session. I'm Ava Hurdle, 10 on your side.
Ava, thank you. Tonight, Senator Deeds is in good condition at UVA Medical Center. The State Inspector General's office is looking into the mental health system, as are we. 10 on your side promises to continue pressing for solutions to these problems.